my name is Chloe, and today I'm here to talk about all the books that are coming out in July that I cannot wait to read. So, as always, a little disclaimer that these books are all books that I'm super excited for. I did not necessarily claim them or try to request them on NetGalley. I have not requested them from my library. I don't have plans to read them immediately just because you guys know I love my backlist books, and so this is more than enough for a TBR for July. So, I'm not going to read these all immediately, but I am really excited about all of them, and I want to talk about them. So, if you guys see, tomorrow is my daughter's birthday, and so we've got a little stack of gifts here in my little library room office. And so let's just get into the books and we'll go for it. So as of filming this, these are the dates that I know to be the most accurate, but things change all the time. So definitely check into the dates if these are not correct. And yeah, let's go from there. So on July 11th, there's Hello Stranger by Catherine Center. So I love Catherine Center. I don't really need to know what the premise is about to pick it up, but this is about a woman who, I guess she's a finalist in the American Portrait Society competition or something. I don't even know what that means, but something happens and then she wakes up in the hospital and she's got like face blindness. And I read an Alice Feeney, I think it was Rock, Paper, Scissors, about somebody with face blindness. And basically what that is like you just don't recognize anybody, and you can't like remember faces, I think is what it is. But so there's a love triangle. I know there's a beloved dog. I trust that she's going to do it great. And I love that kind of like, not necessarily amnesia, because this is not amnesia, but like waking up from an event, like the amnesia trope of waking up from an event and not knowing like what happened or how, and she just can't put all the pieces together, not because of amnesia, but because of the face blindness. Is it temporary? Is it not? I don't know. I'm so intrigued. Next is Thicker Than Water by Megan Collins. And so this is about two women who are sister-in-laws and best friends. And one of their husbands, their boss just died. And that husband is one of the main suspects. However, he gets in a car crash and he's now in a coma. And I don't know, like they are, I don't know how they're all connected. And I think somebody thinks he's innocent. Somebody thinks he's not. Maybe. I don't really know. But sounds like an interesting thriller for sure. Next is The Summer of Songbirds by Christy Woodson Harvey. So I think I've only read two Christy Woodson Harveys, maybe more, but I liked one and did not like the other. So I'm not like a fangirl of hers, but I'm always intrigued by hers, and they've always got great covers. So this one is about four women that come together to save the summer camp that changed their lives. Don't know what that means. I know four women's stories. I feel like 3 to 4 is like kind of the sweet spot. I think this is going to be a summery women's fiction. Say no more. Next is Dead of Winter by Darcy Coates. So July is kind of an interesting time for this to come out. However, I live in the Kansas City area, and it gets hot here. It gets hot. And so this is like an isolated, there's 8 strangers, 1 killer. It's a claustrophobic, kind of snowy wilderness thriller. And reading that when it's like 110 degrees out is kind of refreshing sometimes. And so I don't know. And I'm also thinking I might do a little Christmas in December. Not that this is Christmassy by any means, but maybe we'll do, or Christmas in July. So maybe we'll do a little winter week or something. Next is Must Love Flowers by Debbie McComber. Another one that I don't really need to know anything. Debbie, she's the queen for a reason. She has published so many darn books. She's still doing it, but found family between a widower and like she's an empty nester. She's a widower. She's, I'm assuming, an elderly lady, and then a young barista. Don't need to know any more than that. Again, I think Debbie dabbles in both women's fiction and romance, and it sounds like lately she's kind of been taking more of a women's fiction turn, and I'm all for it. Next is Forever Hold Your Peace by Liz Fenton and Lisa Steinke. This says Father of the Bride meets Bride Wars. And so that sounds really interesting to me. Father of the Bride Part 1 and 2, mind you, is one of my favorite movies ever. And actually lately I've been quoting it a lot. My husband's like, is that the only movie you know? And yeah, really, it pretty much is. But anyway, this is about ex-best friends that come together because their kids are engaged. So I think the moms were friends when they were younger, and now their kids are engaged. And it's messy, it's fun, it sounds interesting. Again, a unique concept. Next is The Air Raid Book Club by Annie Lyons, and this one sounds really interesting. It's London 1938, I think is what it said, and it's about a German lady that takes in a Jewish lady for like refuge kind of before the war starts, and they start a book club, And then war strikes, and I'm sure tragedy ensues. I don't know. I imagine this is going to be both bookish and heartbreaking, and I'm here for it. I love World War II historical fiction. I know some people don't, but this one sounds great. Next is A Likeable Woman by May Cobb. And this is the author that wrote The Hunting Wives, which I have not read, but I've heard great things about. And so I'm just intrigued by this. This is about a woman who goes back to her like hometown. It says like a frenemy's vow renewal. So I guess her frenemy is renewing her vows, which why would you go back? I don't know. But years ago, her mother had died. And I think her mom was kind of a troublemaker. And so now her grandma is saying, come back because I found this like unpublished memoir. And so secrets abound. What was her mom up to? Why was she a troublemaker? Was she a troublemaker? I don't know. Sounds interesting. And probably like at least drama thriller, if not straight thriller. Next is The Summer Skies by Jenny Colgan. So this is takes place in northern Scotland, which sounds really just interesting and like somewhere I would love to like armchair travel. And it's about the woman who flies like the little puddle jumper plane that goes maybe between islands. I don't really know. And she is considering big life changes. Like her boyfriend wants her to move to India or somewhere with her. And she's considering a lot of different life changes. And then a little plane crash leaves her on kind of a deserted island where she has to figure stuff out. So I don't know if it's going to be like survivalist or if it's just going to be like, here's some time to figure stuff out. I don't really know, but I'm expecting kind of summery women's fiction, but I don't know. Now on July 18th, The Block Party by Jamie Day. So this is about a suburban annual block party, summer block party. And this year, there's a murder. And I think we go back to a year before to kind of like discover the relationships and stuff. I think we know who died, but we definitely don't know who did it. And I'm guessing it's like the suspects or the group of neighbors. I don't really know. Again, you guys know I love my like suburban drama thrillers. And so I'm really intrigued by this one. Next is A Twisted Love Story by Samantha Downing. So if this weren't Samantha Downing, I don't know if I would be as interested, but I feel like she always does at least popular, catchy thrillers. I don't know. I've only read one and I think I was mediocre on it. But anyway, it's about an on-again, off-again relationship. And one night when they break up, they end up killing somebody, I think. And so now they're both kind of like teamed up to run from this detective. I don't know. Sounds interesting. It sounds like it could be potentially like problematic, too angsty, but it could be really good. We'll see. Next is July 25th. Everyone Here is Lying by Sherry LaPena. I don't need any more. Sherry LaPena, done. I'm going to read it. But this is about a man who ends an affair, and I think it's kind of a messy situation. He's not happy about it. He ends this affair at a motel and then goes home and sees his 9-year-old daughter is there, and I don't think she's supposed to be, and so he's really angry about it, and then his daughter goes missing. And I think neighborhood people, like neighbors, get involved trying to figure out who took this little girl. Was he guilty? What happened? I don't know. And then last is Prom Mom by Laura Lippman. And this one sounds so interesting. So this is about a woman who, she had left her hometown of Baltimore, I think, to escape her reputation as prom mom. So supposedly, like prom night or something, she killed her baby, which I'm assuming like she was pregnant. I don't know if baby had been born, but she killed her baby because her boyfriend went off with some other gal. Now she's back in Baltimore for some reason, and she knows that she needs to stay away from this guy. He's married to a plastic surgeon, has this great life, whatever. But she can't stay away from him. And so I think they get together, and he asks her to do something unthinkable, it says. I don't know what that means. It does say it's set in like late 2020, early 2021. So I'm guessing there's going to be maybe some quarantine talk. I don't know. But I'm super intrigued by the whole premise. So that is everything that I'm excited for July. Almost all of those are July 11th. So that's going to be a big day, and hopefully not an expensive day for my wallet, your wallet. Hopefully you guys enjoy these videos instead of feel pressure to, or like, not pressure, but because whatever, you do you. But my wallet doesn't love these videos, but I do. So that is everything. Let me know which one you are most excited about, or what you're excited about in July that I didn't talk about, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.